I think this is the best colorway of this shoe. Will there be a better colorway in the future? Honestly, I'm not sure. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we're talking about everybody's favorite Air Jordan right now, the Jordan 2/3, or 2x3, or 2/3, or 2/3, or 2/3, or whatever it is that you want to call them. But either way, it's kind of a hybrid, even though it's kind of interesting because like they've done similar things to these two shoes together in the past. And I'm talking about like the 80s. It's something that we actually talked about previously in this video. So if you wanted a little bit more like detailed explanation as far as like, have they done this with the 2 and the 3 before and things like that, then I would go over there and watch that video on this white and red colorway. But either way, the box itself is very much like the shoe, where it's the 2 and the 3 combined. So you got the Air Jordan 2 box and the Air Jordan 3 box all together. The lid is from the 2, the base or the box itself is from the 3, and just like the shoe itself, it's the 2 over the 3, which I think is a very cool thing. So they've kind of like done a really good job of just incorporating the entire theme of this shoe within all aspects of it, or all facets of it, from packaging to the product itself. And I know this might be a hot take and everything, or maybe it's not, I'm not sure, but I think the Jordan 2 looks better with the Jordan 3 bottom.
It does.
Like, it's weird. I love the 2s. So don't take anything like that out of context or anything. I think that the 2s look great as is. But when I see this with this midsole, I don't know if it's just the midsole or what, but like it works really, really well. Now the shoe itself obviously is the 2 and the 3, or the 2 over the 3. I'm wondering if that really is the theme.
Yeah, it's 2/3.
2 over 3. Well, I mean, because obviously it's like a play on his jersey number.
Yeah.
You can't do that with any other shoe.
45.
Man,
We can do some forfeits.
No, 45 is a bad luck number, dog. We don't talk about that one.
Okay.
But these guys right here, they just kind of like play up on, you know, the 2 over the 3. Obviously, we've got the 3 outsole right here. It's fantastic. The weirdest part about it, though, is that they do have the original Nike branding on there. I still think that's weird, especially when we've got brand new colorways of 3s that say Jordan on the bottom, because it's not an original colorway. Therefore, it's not an original shoe. But this guy right here is not an original shoe, and they've got the original branding on there. It's like weird mixed messaging. I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining that it's a little weird.
Alrighty then.
And on top of that is a polyurethane midsole. And I will say, before we get into the tech of everything, the polyurethane midsoles on these, I don't know if it's just my pairs or whatever, but like they're different. So like this pair right here is hella squishy and soft. The red pair is firm as shit. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's just weird. Now inside that polyurethane midsole is an encapsulated 4-foot air sole unit. In the rear is a visible one. Obviously from the midsole down, it's a straight copy and paste from the Air Jordan 3. Even the color blocking and everything, where you have just that back piece or that back panel colored and stuff like that. They've done the same thing on these guys. Will we see colors that have the color like up to the toe, like say something like the Air Jordan 3 True Blue? I'm not sure. I am interested to see what else they're going to do with this shoe. Obviously there's 2 colorways so far, and they're both pretty much the same. The only difference is the color is different, obviously. So we've got red versus black. Are they going to keep it like this, where there's maybe going to be a blue one and a yellow one and a green one and a brown one and a purple one? Honestly, I wouldn't be mad about that. But will we see more flamboyant colorways like what we see on some of the retro product? I don't know, and I'm not sure if I want to necessarily. I think that the way that they're rolling these out, while a little frustrating because you can't find them everywhere, is also quite nice, because when you do run into them, you're like, ooh, they're there. Now I will say that the insole is this piece of shit right here. You can pull it out, and just make sure that you do it before you start wearing it, because all that glue that you see lined up on there will heat up and adhere itself to the insides. Yes, you can use a hairdryer to remedy that. So if you do happen to wear them and you end up not liking them and you want to pull it out for whatever reason, just use a hairdryer to heat that glue back up, and then they'll pull out. Don't try to pull it out first. Otherwise you're going to get all these little chunks of foam. And that's gonna suck. Now the upper is probably the thing that I'm most surprised with, because this is not a full-blown retro, but despite that, they use really nice materials, man. Like the leather on both of these are not only the same exact leather, but they're both very nice. Like you touch them and it's just like, this screams weirdly. This is good stuff. So yeah, if you like the way that these look and you were just kind of worried that maybe they'll be kind of shitty like some of the 6 rings and some of the Dub Zeros and some of the Spizikes, and I mean, what else is there? The 2 trays and whatever other hybrids are out there, or team models, yes, they usually are diminished in quality. The Jordan Jumpman Pro Quick specifically, why? You know what I mean? Like, that is such a good classic, and the Jumpman Pro as well. And you've been putting garbage crap all over them, but then this is elevated and elegant. It's like, what the f So if you wanted to make sure that your money was spent on a higher quality product, this is one of those shoes. These are a fantastic buy so far, from materials to price. The only material on there that's not great is the tongue. It's that vinyl material. They haven't farted on me yet, so I do appreciate that. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, I would go true to size for most people. If you're a wide footer, definitely try them on in store if possible. The materials will break in, but they are slightly slender and everything, especially compared to regular 2s. Although 2s are kind of weird. They're slender in the front, but then wide at the midfoot, whereas these are more uniform through and through, probably because they're on a different tooling setup and everything. And with all that being said, before we ask the question of the day, I got my own. Which one?
I think I like the red.
Really? Wow. I think it's just because I wear this color blocking almost all the time because it's so easy to match with everything.
No, I get that. I just feel like the sail midsole flows better.
Oh, really?
That's my 2 cents.
But with that being said, what is today's question of the day? User submitted, of course, so if you wanted to leave a question in the comment section to use for the question of the day, please do so. If we don't see it, just keep leaving them in every video. We'll see them eventually, and if it's good enough, we'll pick it. So,
Would you rather be stranded on a submarine or stranded on a ship in space?
first off, it's the same thing. They're both my worst nightmares.
I have waffled.
I'm claustrophobic as do you want to be stuck in a tube underwater where there are all kinds of other things I'm afraid of, like sharks and shit. You know what I mean? Like, so there's that problem. And then what if the cabin becomes depressured and then just, you know what I mean? That would be awful. Second off, would you rather have all of that but in the vacuum of space? No. Can you just die? Like,
in either case, you will eventually.
I know, but like, I don't understand why people come up with this stuff, because this reminds me of somebody left a comment that I thought was hilarious, and it was about you, like whatever goes on in your brain. Like if you were to write, what are those called?
Oh yeah, it was a part of the puppies and kittens question he had written on that.
But like if you were to have written your own choose your own adventure book,
mine would all end in death.
like every option is death. You know what I mean? Like that's what this is. So like you got to have balance with the would you rather. Like the last one, would you rather get rid of anger or envy? That's a solid question to think about. This one is, would you rather die that way or that way?
Well, so for me, although you still haven't answered the question and you need to, originally I instantly was like, oh, I'll just be like stuck in space forever. Like at least I won't feel the pressure of all of the ocean surrounding me, like waiting for me to die. Like it's more like open and free or whatever. But then I was like, but maybe I could become a genius and figure out how to work the submarine and I could get it to the surface.
Well, hold on a second. Is the submarine operational?
It doesn't say, but maybe I could fix it. But I don't think I could ever teach myself how to, one, fly a spaceship and land it back on Earth.
I think that those have enough fuel to get you there.
But I don't think I'd be able to work it.
Because you normally come back and the thing like falls apart and stuff.
I know.
So like, yeah, like if the submarine's operational, then I mean, you would eventually figure it, or you would die instantly. You know
Like, what
I mean?
if I accidentally open like a door and then
And
I
you
just
drown
flood?
slowly instead of just being engulfed in pressure?
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are both options. Why do I have to pick one?
Because that's the game.
I much rather like this question. Which one do you like?
Babe.
I'm pretty much dead in the submarine, or you're getting captured, right? Like if you're
Like if you go into enemy territory,
Right.
they'll just come and get
because
you.
they'll see you eventually.
Yeah.
Then you're prisoner. Now, if you're stuck in space, will anybody find you?
Maybe some aliens
Or
will find
do
you.
aliens exist? Or what if Captain Marvel just happens to be floating by?
I like this one.
But yeah, I think I would go with the submarine, even though both would drive me insane. I don't like this game.
All right,
I don't like it at all.
Send us out.
Yeah, that's it. Have fun with that one. Thank you guys for everything. We greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you had fun and learned something about something somewhere down the line, like don't go in a submarine or in space. I don't know. But we will catch you guys on the next one. So until then, y'all have a good one.
Bill Walton died.
Oh no, for real?
Yeah.
From what?
Cancer.
God, that shit's been killing everybody. That dude's a legend. Not just on the court, but like as an announcer, like a sideline announcer.
Yeah, I'm reading his stats. He ranks among the top 10 leaders in program history in multiple statistical categories.
He was a beast. He was tall as shit too. Like,
Yeah,
at a
he's
time when
6'11".
Yeah, at a time when that was not common. Like nowadays, these kids are huge, but like back then, there was only a few of them.